So you can see my truck way down there. I thought I'd start this episode with some fan mail questions. And so this question comes from, oh, what do you know? It's my brother Rob. He wants to know, has my fun level decreased at all since I left home?
As you wish. Go west, young man. I'm headed straight west to Indiana Dunes National Park amidst some beautiful weather. And I had some notable stops on the way. With mixed emotions, I visited my last Waffle House on this trip. I've grown fond of, if not addicted to, Waffle House. This one is in Bowling Green, Ohio, and this is Trinity. When she heard that this was my final Waffle House visit, she went the extra mile and made it special and memorable.
Oh my God, I am so full. I ate enough. Well, let's just not talk about that. Let's just say that I am very, very sad that was my last Waffle House for the trip, but I made it so worth it. All right, let's keep going.
Also near Bowling Green, another A-plus Harvest Host stay. Chuck and Terry have built this absolutely amazing camping spot on their property for Harvest Host guests. I got some farm fresh eggs, and then check this out.
And they're pulling out their Ram ProMaster for me to look at, because this used to be just a shell cargo van and they converted it basically into an RV. It's beautiful. They cut the windows, they designed the whole thing and built it. So anyways, I'm having a look inside. They pulled it. This is Chuck, Millie, Terry.
Yes.
Chuck, Millie, and Terry. Whoa. Oh, look at that. Oh.
This is epoxy, so she had to do each color and then let it cure. Add a color, let it cure.
Yeah, go and bleed together.
Okay.
Those of us who are RVers totally geek out on this stuff, and I thank Chuck and Terry for spending so much time touring me through their incredible cargo van conversion. Chuck said he didn't have many relevant skills before starting this project, so he learned a lot. That's inspiration for those of you out there who are thinking of doing the same. Here's a link to the build on YouTube if you want to check it out yourself.
If you've ever looked at the RPod logo from the 2019 model, you see a map right up here. See? Elkhart, Goshen, LaGrange. Elkhart is like RV manufacturing mecca, and that is where I am, in Elkhart, Indiana. And straight ahead of me is the RV Museum. This is a Harvest Host site, so I get to stay here tonight. I'm just checking in. All right, I cannot wait to see this museum. I've been so excited for this. Let's check it out.
Before we go in, you should all know that I really tried to set up an RPod factory tour, but alas, tours had sadly been suspended. I would have loved to see the place where the park hopper was born. But here in the RV Hall of Fame, they have a manufacturing floor diorama with audio narration as to what happens at each manufacturing station. Oh, I geeked out here for quite some time.
Oh, this might be a good substitute for not being able to go to the factory, the RPod factory.
Welcome to a tour of our model recreation vehicle manufacturing plant. This is a 1/24th scale model, which means that it depicts a full-size plant that would be approximately 96 feet wide by 360 feet long. The interior walls and cabinets are installed, followed by the kitchen sink, bathroom lavatory, shower, and toilet. And at Station 5, we see the installation of the side walls, which are typically set on top of and anchored to the frame, along with the installation of the front and rear walls, or end cap assemblies. 15, which is the final finish area. Here the finishing touches are made to the coach and the unit is given a thorough cleaning. At the end of the line is station 16, where the RV is given a thorough quality inspection.
You know I can hear all of you RVers out there geeking out too, admit it. The RV Hall of Fame has made a beautiful restoration of what is considered the first travel trailer from 1913, all the way to the ultra-modern. What do you think of this Class A?
Let's see what is inside this baby. Oh my gosh. Wow. Jeez, this is like a rolling apartment. Is that like a 70-inch TV? Stairway up to somewhere. Posh bathroom. Look at all those shower heads. That's crazy. There's like 20.
Nice to see some homage paid. For those of you who are my tear-dropping friends, there were a couple of vintage teardrops displayed, one right in the lobby. So nice to see some upfront attention.
All right, let's head inside this one. This is really cool. Look at this. Nicely restored. Look at this icebox. 1954. Oh, check out the upholstery. So, hey, Mary Church, my friend Mary Church, if you're watching, what do you think, huh? Jealous? Yeah. Pinecone themed upholstery. Look at that.
Those of you who are KYD subscribers will recognize this bluebird from season 10. And in the museum, there's even a nice quiet library space.
Remember when you used to get magazines in the mail? When you used to subscribe to magazines, the good old days? Anyway, let's choose a banner year here. 1966. And let's see what's in here.
I spent a few hours at the museum and learned a lot about the history of RVing, which made me grateful for the inventive people who have made road travel so comfortable. My favorite innovations? Indoor plumbing, electricity, and slide outs. 100 years ago, you couldn't even imagine a 4.5-month trip around the United States. Where will we be 100 years from now? I arrived at the park a few hours before check-in time at the campsite. So what is a guy to do? Except maybe get some sun on the beach? It was 85 degrees out, but there was a cool air-conditioned breeze coming off the lake. So I could have sat here all day.
Welcome to Indiana Dunes National Park. I cannot believe that this is a lake. It looks like an ocean to me. Well, it's a beautiful sunny day at any rate, and there are people who are, you know, beachgoers back there. So let's just test the water and see. It must be like, oh my God, it's freezing. Who's getting in this? There are people getting in this? Nuts. I think I'll just keep hiking. Jeez.
Back in Kentucky at Mammoth Cave, remember my camping buddies Tony and Kathy, who told me to look for the pathway next to Site 113? Well, here I am.
They told me that there's an easier path up the dunes right next to Site 113, and this must be the path right here. All right. As in easier path, as in there are steps to get up the dunes? Okay. Can you say that? This is the 3 Dune Challenge. All right, this is a good map of it. But here it says, what makes it challenging? This rugged 1.5 mile loop is the most difficult trail in the park. Some parts of the trail feature 40-degree slopes, yeah, making each step that much more, well, challenging. In the sandy vertical climbs, every 2 steps forward results in a step back. Didn't I say that? Isn't that what I said? Anyways, here's Mount Tom, the first of the 3 dune challenge. That is Gary, Indiana. And I think that is Chicago. I felt like more than 192. Okay. This is 2 of 3. Mount Holden at 1,840 feet. Did it. 1 more to go.
And this is me completing the 3 dune challenge at Mount Jackson at a whopping elevation of 17,600 feet. Can you believe it? My new friend Sean was camping right next to me at Indiana Dunes, and we decided to go on a hike together one afternoon to check out the dunes. There's a lot of hiking to be had here.
Let's see how this looks. Well, anticlimactic. Oh no, look. Oh, cool. There we go.
Oh wow. Look at that. It's a cool view. Ooh, that feels nice.
Does that feel nice?
Oh, that's the cool lake here. Wow.
Remember my friends John and Brenda and Sophie and Joel from episode 11 at Great Smoky Mountains National Park? After I departed from Indiana Dunes National Park, I went north and spent an overnight at Sleeping Bear Dunes based on their suggestion, and this was on my way to Voyageurs National Park in Minnesota.
This is Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. And I thought after that first ridge that I would see Lake Michigan. And when I didn't, I asked some of the people who were walking, I said, like, how far is it? And they said, do you see these poles right here? That's the 3rd one. And they said there's 27, and then you'll see the lake. And I said, what? They said, yeah, you gotta walk in this sand dune for an hour to even just get the view of Lake Michigan. Oh man. Here I thought it was just like get up to the top of the dune and beautiful view, but they're gonna make you work for it. I'm approaching post 4. And you see, it kind of just tempts you, thinking, you know, oh, the view of the lake will be right. Oh, and it just so happens, there's the lake. You know what I love about going downhill in the sand is that for every 1 step, you get like a step and a half. So it's the reverse of going up. So I guess it all evens out. All right. There's pole 14, which is hard to believe that I'm only halfway there. Remember earlier when I said downhill and uphill kind of even out in the sand? That's not true. That's not true. No. No. That's not true. Okay, here is pole number 27. Okay, so let's just see what's over this rise. Shall we check it out together? Welcome to Lake Michigan. I swear, this looks like an ocean. Doesn't it? It looks like an ocean. It just keeps going. But look at how clean the water is here. I'm totally surprised.
I had this entire beach to myself, and I decided to just sit for a while, slow down, and enjoy the view and the sunshine. I thoroughly enjoyed my visits to the dunes, and thank you all for coming with me. Now, while we're sitting here having this nice quiet conversation, please be sure to subscribe. There's 2 more national parks to visit, a journey home, and no spoilers, but I will say I'm working on some really fun trip recap content. Be sure to subscribe so that you're notified as soon as my latest videos are published right here on YouTube. Until next week, stay safe and enjoy the start of summer, everybody.